Welcome to another episode of the Real Talk with Tian podcast. My name is Tian Connaughton of tianconaughton.com. I am a designer, technical editor, coach. I do a lot of things. You can find more about me at tianconaughton.com. Everything I talk about will be in the link below and in the show notes. Now, let's get into today's episode. Let's talk about consistency, right? This is going to be like such a simple idea that it's going to be like, why am I even here? But don't leave just yet. So as a coach, as a mentor, I work with a lot of designers, tech editors, fiber people, creative people. And the problem I get a lot of time is I'm not seeing results. I'm not growing my Instagram. I'm not growing sales. I'm not growing. I'm stuck. And here's my simple response to that problem. What are you doing to show up consistently? What are you doing to let your audience know that you're going to be around and that they have confidence in wanting to buy from you? And that's where consistency shows up. A lot of times as creative entrepreneurs, I know that the shiny object syndrome is real. I see a Stitch dictionary and I'm just like, okay, what ideas can I come up with? And like a million ideas pop up and I want to run with every single one of them. I see a new yarn and again, a million ideas pop up and I want to go with every single one of them. But in order to build a sustainable business that makes money, that supports the lifestyle you want, you got to put blinders on. It's like running a race. You're the horse in that race and you're putting blinders on so that you're focusing on just one thing. And I know that's like, wow, I can't focus on one thing. I am multi-passionate. I have a lot of ideas. I get it. I'm there too. I am just like you. So I'm not telling you anything that I'm not doing myself. And when I got clear on the things we talked about in the last episode, who you are, what you do, who you serve, how you serve, the problem you solve. Once you get clear on that, then it's easier for you to focus on how are you going to serve your audience? Is it with another pattern? Maybe it is, but maybe everyone in your audience, maybe all your perfect persons have not seen that pattern yet. So why exert all that energy in coming up with a brand new idea just because it's shiny when you could be selling that same pattern over and over? So let's get back to the idea of consistency. What does that look like? Is that you showing up on Instagram and Facebook every single day, sitting there talking to folks all day, every day? No, consistency means that you are showing up on a regular basis so that your audience can see you, they can get to know you, they can trust you, and that leads to them wanting to buy from you. The basic formula for selling is the know, like, trust factor. Right? They got to know you and they know you by you showing up, showing your face, showing who you are, showing what you're all about, showing value. They got to trust you. So you have to be giving them something to say, hey, here's something to solve a tiny problem. Continue with me and I'll solve bigger problems, right? So maybe as a designer, you have a tutorial on how to do a certain stitch. Maybe you have a tutorial on how to work a pattern, right? A complicated stitch or something like that. You're given something that they can say, hey, I trust her. I trust them. They provide value. And from there, they will buy from you. But it's not just you showing up and saying, hey, I'm going to sell this thing. I'm going to pop up on Instagram today. I'm going to talk to you for, all day. And then I don't see you for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. And I know that you can take hiatus, you can take breaks, but those aren't breaks. If you're just showing up to your email list once a month, people forget about you in 4 weeks, right? You might be thinking, well, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to be all up in their email every single week. But they gave you their email address because they want to hear from you, right? And if you're showing up with value, you're not bothering them. Go back to the idea of it's not about you. You are the person creating great things, great pattern, yarn, tech editing services, but it's not about you. It's about what's in it for your perfect person. What are they getting out of this relationship with you? What are they getting when they read your email? What are they getting when they interact with you on social media? And I'm not saying to give away everything for free, but they need to be able to know you and trust that you can do what you say you're going to do, and that you're going to show up consistently, that you're going to show up when you say you are, right? If you say that I'm going to show up weekly and do these lives, and then you only do one, and then we don't see you for another 6 months, then we're kind of like, do I want to buy from this person? If I hit the buy now button, am I going to get the yarn that they say that I'm going to get? Right? So it's about you building that trust in your audience. And that comes with consistency. And once you understand the problem you solve and you can really articulate that to your audience, it makes it so much easier for you to just show up and just talk about that thing over and over and over. If you follow me on social media, I talk about pattern grading a lot, because pattern grading is important to me. It's important to my audience. It's important to the knitters and crocheters who buy my pattern. And it's important to the designers who follow me to understand how pattern grading actually works, why it's important, and how it can help them to make more sales in their business. And I show up consistently doing that. And when I say, again, consistently, it's not about you showing up every single day. You don't have to be on Instagram 5 days, 6 days, 7 days a week. You don't have to be in email 7 days a week, but you got to show up when you say you're going to show up, and you got to show up enough so people can actually remember who you are, right? Have you ever gotten an email from someone who you hadn't even heard from like months and months, and you're like, who is this? What did I sign up for? I get that all the time. And what I do, unsubscribe, because I don't remember you. Maybe I signed up and I got a lead magnet, I got something free, and now months later, you're reaching out to me to sell me something, but where were you for those 6 months? People will forget who you are. You're thinking that you're bothering them because you're constantly thinking about your audience. Guess what? They're not thinking about you like that. Everybody have their own things to deal with, and they're not worrying about you. They're not thinking about you. So it's your job to put your offer in front of them consistently so they remember you. Not in a boring, not in a spammy kind of way, but to show up with value. Show them how what you offer fit into their lives. Show up and let them know how what you do will actually transform their lives, change their lives. What are the results? Focus on the results, and consistency will be so much easier for you. You got this, and I cannot wait to see all that you do. Don't forget, there's a free 5-day challenge that you can jump into right now. Everything you need to know is in the links below in the show notes. Bye for now.